Welcome to another episode. These are shorts, by the way. They call me. I didn't introduce myself in the last one. They call me Stepney. That's who I am. They call me Stepney. This is behind the scenes. I'm joined by Shannon, Sean, and
Alan.
And the thing is, I just remembered your name, thinking, yeah, I've got Alan's name, yeah. And then all of a sudden, I've got a mind freeze. Alan, Sean, Shannon, welcome to the show. For those of you that know, obviously I've had Alan and Shannon on before. Sean, welcome. This is your first experience.
It is.
Introduce yourself. Let people know who you are.
Well, I'm Sean Campbell, and I'm about a member from last year for City Theatre, and that was when I first joined for Bow and Arrow, and it was just like a cusp of like having to do a role, and yeah, I just managed to get it in time. So yeah, love being in as part of this company.
Good. Shannon.
Hi, I'm Shannon, and this is my second show with City Theatre. It's Bow and Arrow, and it's really exciting to be back doing something new because it's a musical this time. So it's very different.
And I'm Alan. This is my second show back with City Theatre. I'm going to say Warnock then. First one being Warnock. Bow and Arrow's something completely different, and my character is completely different to the one I played last time. So I'm excited about that.
And obviously, you guys, two of you guys have been on this before, so I'll let Sean start with this one. Explain a bit about your character and a bit about the show and your character in the show.
Well, the character I play in Bow and Arrow is called Little John, and he's essentially a traveling psychic who just has travelled all across the country and all the awful pubs and clubs, and he happens to stumble across the Sherwood erotica, which is where some of the scenes take place. And in that scene, I'm basically trying to apply for a Sherwood inclusive grant for Sheriff Cage, played by the always talented Gemma Harrison. And yeah, I'm basically trying to blackmail her in that scene, just doing all just very lewd kind of blackmail into getting that grant from her. So it's a very funny situation I end up doing in that scene.
Now, I've heard this show is for over 18s, so somebody as young as myself, probably not able to get in. But Shannon, tell us a bit about your character, and without going into too much detail, obviously, some of the scenes that you're going to be doing.
Okay, so I have 3 different characters. I play Nun 1 first, then Villager 1, and then towards the end, I am Rebel the Dragon.
Very talented. Which
fits in as I'm Welsh, so I really wanted that part. And the nun I play is a very prim and proper, always obeying the rules. And then Bo, who is the main character, played by Abby Tyler, she is really naughty, and I'm trying to be like, no, don't do that, like trying to turn her into one of hers, I suppose. And then Villager 1 is completely different. To the nun. Villager 1 is really, really like sexual.
Very raunchy
towards Duke. And there's other girls in that scene as well. And we're all just surrounding him and trying to seduce him as well. And then Rebel the Dragon, I come in towards the end, and I am Belle Vixen's pet dragon, and we live in a big castle where I am guarding something really secret, which we won't talk about yet.
No spoilers. Alan.
So I just play one, Duke Regal. So he's the Duke of Nottingham. He's a womanizer. He is loved by women, feared by men. He's got a god complex. He thinks everyone should do anything for him. just thought of loads of good stuff to say, and then it's gone. He has a very interesting relationship with Mrs. Cage, and he's got a little sidekick, Gob, and he just roams the land looking for women.
How have you found that? Because obviously characters are different to the people that play them. So how have you found that?
Interesting. Interesting. And interesting.
I see. It's interesting.
It's very interesting.
That's all we'll say at the moment.
And what about you, Sean? How have you found playing Little John as a character? How have you found it?
Oh, it's been amazing. Like ever since Barry inserted psychic as a character. Yeah, if you didn't know, he's a traveling psychic, and yeah, my imagination just caught on fire with the character. Like, there's so many things I always try to suggest in rehearsals, and it's always so great to doing it. And yes, like I'm already like suggesting my own costume and stuff. I always think he has to reel me back a bit, our director.
And Shannon, what about you? Which is your favourite character?
Well, I haven't actually got to play Rebel yet because we haven't got to that stage in the show. I've done Villager 1 and Nun 1 today, and Villager 1's definitely a bit more out of my comfort zone. But yeah, I think Nun 1's my favourite at the moment at what we're at. But yeah, I do a lot of the dancing as well, which I love. That's why I wanted to do the show, because I wanted to get back into dancing. So
okay, well that's good. Well, what's life been like behind the scenes then for you guys? What's it? How's everyone feeling? I mean, it looks like you're all having fun.
Yeah, it's completely different to when we was rehearsing for Warnock. The mood's just, because it's more raunchy and like more comedy. It's just everyone's on a different vibe, and it's more fun, isn't it?
Yeah, we're having a laugh.
Not that Warnock wasn't, but it's just different. Yeah.
And I know it's different because obviously this is a comedy rock. So, there's obviously going to be some rock songs, some over 18 material, parental advisory sort of stuff. Yeah. Without going into too much detail, you've enjoyed it. It looks like you've enjoyed it. It looks like you've enjoyed this process up to this point, and you're still learning your characters and certain things. What sort of things should we look out for?
Or just know that it's there to really bring the entertainment to the audience, and yeah, just there to have a good time, and
the wow factor.
Yeah, definitely the wow factor to look out for.
Costumes and everything.
There was a debate recently about people singing and singing along to songs.
Oh yes, yeah.
I can't sing, so I definitely won't sing. But are you expecting people to sing along to songs? Is it going to be distracting?
No, do you know what? Because the numbers are so big, and we'll all be singing as well. I don't think there's a problem with people singing along with us, just because of the nature of our show. It's different than if you were watching like a really serious, like Les Mis or something. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's more like open and everything's so free. Like Becky, our choreographer, like, she just says it's so free. So I think it's okay if people sing along, to be honest. I think it helps us, if anything.
Yeah, definitely.
And not to compare the two, obviously, for you guys that have done Warnock, and Alan, you touched on it and said, the vibe is different. What are your expectations for this one? Because Warnock sold out, right?
Yeah.
So I'm expecting another sellout.
I'm expecting another sellout. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Hope so. Yeah.
So definitely.
Yeah.
People like a comedy. People like a bit of rock. People like
Everything. People like a bit of sexual innuendo and all that sort of stuff.
I'm not even sure we can call it innuendo for the stuff we've done and rehearsed.
And it's like the summer as well, so everyone will be happy.
And it's summertime.
Very happy.
Very, very happy. Well, look, guys, I'm going to let you get back. I've again, I explained before. I was late today, and that's work related, and that's the difficulties I have to deal with. But thank you very much for your time. Hold on. Fingers on buzzers. What's the date?
July 22nd?
It's
No, it's not.
I'll tell you. It's July 6th and July 8th. Yeah,
to the 8th, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
6th, 7th, and 8th.
6th, 7th, and 8th. Not the 22nd.
You get it
Not the
22nd.
Well, we got there in the end. I knew the dates because I've been obviously following.
I'm trying to trick us, were you? Trying to trick us.
I've been following everything, so I'm just there going, yep. So it's the 6th and 8th of July. Let's see who knows this, and fingers on buzzers. But guys, thank you very much. I'll let you get back. Alan, Shannon, Sean, they call me Stepney. Behind the scenes. Have a good evening. Take care.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.